One man we saw in that video was the PFA's Jason Lee, and I'm pleased to say he joins us live now. Jason, very, very good afternoon to you. Well, I think this is terrific. You were in that video with a beard. You're minus the beard now. Just talk us through how the PFA support of this new platform came about.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you remember 2019, we did the #Enough campaign, calling on all social media companies to try and address this. And we've tried to engage, from then onwards with all the other stakeholders, governing bodies and the social media platforms to try and lobby and get the government to interject. So it's been a no-brainer, asking for ID verification is something that we've been asking for from day one, really. And here we are now with an app, Opon, somebody who's decided to come forward and actually put this together. So from the PFA's perspective, it was a no-brainer that we really support them. And, there are our current members, our current players who are driving this forward. So, we will support them going forward.
That verification needed by users of the platform that you like the most about what he's doing?
Definitely. I mean, without that, it's just unregulated. We've been speaking about it before. You've got people that are hiding in the shadows who are getting away with saying all sorts of things. And it's not just about race. We're talking about all forms of discrimination. And it's just not addressed. And we can continue talking till we're blue in the face. But, this is the first step that I know, the first people that have actually come forward and said, look, we're going to implement ID verification. And I think that will protect everybody. We've got children, we've all got people that are close to us who, yes, you do have a choice. You can not be part of it, but why should that be the only option? It's not about, walking away from the situation. It's about addressing the people who are doing wrong.
So often when abuse happens, rarely do the people making the abusive statements on social media think about how it's going to be received by the man or woman reading it at the other end. As a former footballer, just talk us through what effect abuse has on you, whether it is from the stands, whether it comes from social media. How can it affect you? It
can affect your mental health and your well-being. People are talking about that more and more now than ever before. We're in a day and an era, society where so many people have got a voice, people that you don't know, people you never met before, and you're there to be shy. I understand that. But I think from my perspective, and maybe a lot of players, you worry about those that are close to you as well. Your family and friends, they're the ones that are affected by it, whether they're attending a football match and they're listening to it or they're actually reading something online. And let's bear in mind that people, footballers are trying to do a lot of good work with charitable entities. They're trying to use their names in a positive way. And the last thing you want to see is a negative tag or somebody, putting vitriol all across your social media platform. So it just needs dealing with. We've been talking about it. We're all extremely frustrated about this situation. I think people are asking the question, what is actually happening? I think this is news to people that something is actually happening. And there's an opportunity for people to get behind something and try to create change.
Finally, Jason, before you go, to a really good news. Well, actually, this is a good news story as well, but it's a shame what's led to it. But your former club, Nottingham Forest, one of them, in terms of your former clubs, has been promoted to the Premier League yesterday at Wembley. Just talk us through what that will mean to Nottingham, what that will mean to the club.
A huge party, I know that. I mean, the party started in earnest. It's going on today, and the team will obviously be out and about, and there's a lot of media work around it. Listen, it's been a long time coming for the club. I'm really pleased, delighted for everybody associated with, past and present. Everybody's worked to get the club to the situation or the place where they are now. At the start of the season, the way the team started, it wasn't looking good, but the run that the manager and the players have been on has been phenomenal. And to reach the playoff final and then win it, listen, the club will go from strength to strength. The infrastructure at the club is really good. Obviously, financially.
Jason, thank you so much. Enjoy the celebrations later today. Appreciate your time, because there will be an open-top bus parade as Nottingham finally end their exile from the Premier League.